human soul has three qualities. There is a nafs, which is called amara, which is a commanding soul that commands the evil. There is a nafs, which is called lawama, which is a reproachful soul when it wavers between truth and falsehood. And there is a nafs called mutma'inna, which is finally a soul at peace in the dhikr, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first nafs, if you look at it at the another aspect which our scholars have identified, is that there is a vegetative soul which is called the nafs al-nabatiyah, and its reality and source is water. Its reality and source is water, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. We placed from every living thing, we made it out of water. It is water that is the source of our own cells. And water is an element that can be polluted, and if it is, it's called khabith or najis, and it can be purified, and if it is, it's called tahir. And if it is purified and purifying, in other words, not only is it pure in itself, a salih, but if it's muslih, then it's called tahur. So the human being can be one of three things. He can be like water, which is the source of his nature, khabith or najis. He can be a tahir, he can be pure, and he can be a tahur, not only pure, but purifying. And the Prophet ﷺ was somebody who wherever he went, he purified people because he himself was pure. We know that the angel split his own chest and performed the open heart surgery in the middle of the desert and took his soul out. His heart was taken out, and what was poured on it? Ice water. Ice water. It was water that purified the Prophet. Now the interesting thing about ice water, if you look at the nature of water, water, unlike other substances that we see around us, water can be within the natural temperatures that exist on this planet, can go into the three categories. A water can be a liquid, it can be a solid, and it can be a gas. And this is very unusual to find this in creation, but water can be all three. And this is the nature of the self. The self can be one of three. It can be either like a gas, in which if it's heated by the fire of shahawat, if shaitan, which is heat, heats up the soul, then the soul begins to take on a gaseous form and becomes arrogant and rises and dissipates into the air until it's nothing. Or it can be like water in its liquid form that takes on the shape of the container that it exists in. And this is the nature of people who in good company they're good, and in bad company they're bad. In other words, mutadabbibun. And this is the nafs al-lawama. It's the reproachful self that goes between good and bad. But also the soul can be like ice, and this is why the Prophet ﷺ said, Allahumma tahhirni bil-ma'i wal-thalji wal-barad. Purify me with water, with ice, and with hail, which is rain made of ice. In other words, the soul itself can become fixed and firm with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can be like purified water, but thabit. And this is the nature of the Muslims. They should be people that have thubut, or be established in their deen, not able to waver, so that they can exist in any situation, and they can't be broken easily. They can't be destroyed. They have to be strong in their deen.
رمضان تجلى وابتسم طوبى للعبد إذا تنما